Hello and welcome back to another in-depth weather video. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Right now I'm on the National Weather Service page. We have a lot to talk about and I'm going to try and do it in a very quick time. But we're just going to focus straight on tropics today because there's some big news. So we have tropical storm warnings in the seas over here. We also have some hurricane warnings in some seas in the Gulf of Mexico, hurricane watches in southern Louisiana and Mississippi, tropical storm watches in interior Louisiana, Mississippi, and parts of Alabama, as well as parts of Florida as well. Let's just move on to the satellite. You can see both of our storms here. We have Marco here and we have Laura here. Laura's looking like the bigger storm right now, more of a beast, but it's not that way. Marco is definitely the stronger storm. We're definitely seeing a Michael-like intensification. I don't think it's going to be exactly that, but it's Michael-like. Just riding right through here and intensifying along the way. This is expected to make landfall in Louisiana by the time that you're seeing this tomorrow. So I will be tracking that tomorrow. Maybe doing a live, but then we also have Laura here that's expected to hit Louisiana on Wednesday. So busy week in the tropics. Louisiana, really difficult situation here. I would suggest evacuating as soon as possible because I don't think that southern Louisiana can take a 1-2 punch and really survive without a lot of problems. So moving on, radar. Just quickly, few showers and spots. Not much here in terms of the tropics. They're really not showing up here on the radar yet. Tomorrow will be a different story. Current storm information: Marco, track. So we're expecting this to become a hurricane. I've seen up to 90-mile-an-hour winds with Laura. This one would be 80-mile-an-hour winds currently, as it makes landfall. Quickly going to deteriorate and then become a tropical depression as it kind of takes this westward turn as it starts to make landfall, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. We don't know yet. I wouldn't really put a definite answer on that yet. Alright, I think we know the general track here. All the models are kind of showing that intensity guidance. Most of these are showing it just staying a tropical storm, but a few of them showing that category 1, low level category 1. I think that the National Hurricane Center might be overshooting this one. I think they're putting it at 80 miles an hour at landfall. So, I don't know. I think that the way that this is going, it could get that point, but I think that Laura is definitely going to be packing the bigger punch when it comes to winds. This might be a storm surge event. Now, speaking of Laura, let's move on to that. Okay, so Laura, we have the track here. We have a bunch of tropical storm warnings, tropical storm watches. Right now, it's currently over Hispaniola. It'll be moving through Hispaniola, through Cuba, and then into the Gulf of Mexico. Expected to become a hurricane. I've seen up to 90-mile-an-hour winds. I think that major intensification in the Gulf is possible. So we're looking at intensity guidance. Some models still showing Cat 4 with this storm. A couple more showing Cat 2. A lot of them showing Cat 1. A very few of them showing tropical storm. And once it gets this, I think 84 hours is the mark. I think it makes landfall at that point, deteriorates. But don't count out a stronger hurricane than the National Hurricane Center is predicting. Cat 2 is definitely possible. We're already forecasting 90 miles an hour. Cat 3, Cat 4, on the other hand, maybe that's a little bit less possible, but it's still in the realm of possibility. We've seen intensification. We've seen rapid intensification in the Gulf before. We kind of saw it again this year with Hannah a little bit, but we saw it with Harvey, we saw it with Michael. It does that. Especially this time of year, very low wind shear in the Gulf of Mexico. Definitely be on the lookout. GFS model. Let's quickly run through this. You can see there's Marco making landfall. Very small storm. I think that impacts will mostly be just around the center. But Laura, on the other hand, could be a different story. A little bit larger impact, and looking like it goes deep into the United States too, depending on where it landfall. Where's the landfall? Might depend on how strong the storm gets. If it takes more westward path, it gets more time over the Gulf. Definitely have more time. Time is at the essence for these storms. If they want to develop, they have to have more time over the Gulf. So that's why I think Laura has that opportunity, because it's taking this track where it has more time over the Gulf of Mexico. Alright, quickly, we can see landfalls very close. Right now, predicted landfalls, or at least the center of the cones, very close together. New Orleans, man. It is a very difficult situation there. Especially, I think Marco will be more of a big deal for New Orleans. I think if Laura takes kind of this south track in there, I think there will be a little bit less of a problem. But Marco, with those onshore winds right into New Orleans, could see some flooding there, just based on the topography of the New Orleans area and how it is below sea level. I think, again, if you live in southern Louisiana, I think it's better safe than sorry. I think two tropical systems in the matter of probably 84 hours. Well, not 84 hours. Probably 60 hours would be more realistic. 60 hours, 2 tropical systems. I don't think that the land there can take that. I don't think anywhere would be able to take that. So, definitely better safe than sorry. Don't wait till the last minute. It's always better to be prepared and out of the area than to be stuck there when storms hit. So that's where I'm going to leave it off today. More tropics in the next few days. I know I've been doing a lot of tropic stuff, but this is kind of hard to pass up on. So hopefully I'll be able to get back to normal, less tropical focused daily updates in the next few days. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.